Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome to Misfits of Alseta on the That's How We Roll channel. Tonight, Misfits of Alseta.
Perfect. No notes.
Is that what we're doing?
This is a D&D 5e actual play game, and the lovely players before you that you can see in front of you, before you, here, right there in front of you, shall be playing level. Don't give me that look, Daniel.
Well, look, I'm not good.
We'll be playing level 7 characters, I believe, except for Kotatar, who is a level 8 character. Ooh.
No, is it?
Level 8, and I'm level 9.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, we're level 8 already? Wasn't the prologue like level 6 or something?
Yeah, that sounds about
Wow.
right.
No idea.
Wow.
Look at us. We're growing up, everyone.
It's only episode 19.
Let's
what are we gonna do?
go.
We can't hit 20 too soon.
Fast level. Fast
We
level.
can hit 20. To be fair, we have already played level 20 characters, so like I don't know why that's a big deal.
Yeah,
That's true.
Didn't go so well.
we got creamed.
As you can see, we don't have Lee or April with us tonight. We will miss them dearly.
A lot.
But the show will go on tonight without them, and we will miss them.
Terribly.
But to start off our night, I do have an announcement. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a sponsor of tonight's stream. You can get the code on the screen or in the chat. Wait for it. I have to make sure that I get this because I actually don't know what it is, because Lee's usually really good at this. Ting Hayes Pills is the code you should use tonight to get.
That's like
your
something Nira would
chest
say.
code. Right?
It really
Ting
does.
Hayes Pills.
Hey, pills.
Ting Hayes Pills. So get your chest, go play Idle Champions. It's a great game. It's got a lot of amazing characters. If you like Baldur's Gate 3, got some characters coming in from that game. You can play, and it's awesome. And with that, let's get to know our players, starting with I want to say Kotatar, but it's Jacob.
Why not both, darlings? Hey, everybody. My name is Jacob Plicque, Duval King Jacob on Twitter and Instagram and Blue Sky and stuff, so you can follow me over there. I'm the Dungeon Master for Duval and Dragons, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Amphitheater. And tonight, as per usual, we're playing Kotatar. He's a Githzerai Horizon Walker Ranger. We both use he, him pronouns. And boy, shit's going down.
Hello, I'm Daniel Denova. I am a illustrator and voice actor for tabletop and also video games and animation and movies. I am playing Sanleon, the Dhampir Barbarian Rogue. In this chaotic situation, you can find me as either Tartan Kiwi, Tartan the material, Kiwi the bird, not the fruit, although they're spelled the same way, so do you win. Or Daniel Denova on X, Twitter, XX Sephiroth Darkheart.
Deathfire.
Social media.
That's
Social
Zynga,
media. It's all
man.
burning.
Zynga,
It's all
oh my
burning.
God.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're old.
Existential
Wow.
social media
Brings me
crisis.
back.
Yeah.
Yes, that's me. Hello.
Then I'm next. Hello, I'm Dani. You can find me on the internet as Bitterthorn, and I play Silva.
Perfect.
Fire to not see Warlock. That's it, folks.
Hello. We've only done this like 25 times. So, hello everyone. I am Damien. I'm playing Marquis Reginald Bellagamba. And while I am here, I will do the Indigenous acknowledgements. So I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land on which I am playing from today. I pay my respects to the elders past and present. We have Daniel from the land of Aotearoa, the Maori people. And from North America, we have people from Fernandino, Tetavium, Hohokam, Tumakua, Creek, and Cherokee. And we pay our respects to Indigenous peoples all over the world. That's it. Back to you.
And I am Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on the things as the Hope LaVelle. You can watch me play an 80-year-old adventuring grandmother on not Misfits of Alseta, on Children of Erte every Tuesday on the Demiplane RPG channel. But more importantly, tonight I am your dungeon master. And with all of that, let's roll our intro.
Beat for this show.
Hope.
Oh,
Sound. Hope.
Yes.
Hey, we're back. Okay,
Yes.
all right. We're starting with a recap. Dun dun dun. Okay. Hang on. My computer is thinking about things. There it is. Okay.
Hey!
Good computer.
Hey, we got some recap music. Okay. So, last episode was a doozy. Kotatar and Makiak had to say goodbye, and it was very difficult. But through the amazingness of, I can't remember who, sadly, it was either Nira or Sanleon, I think, or David, that gave the sending stones so that they may communicate
Nira.
in the future.
Nira,
okay.
Nira made them, essentially, yes.
Nira made them. Okay, perfect. And they found themselves taken to Kotatar took everyone to the floating city via limbo energy and his magic of heart. Found himself in limbo in a monastery that Kotatar knew very well. There we found two other anarchs that were there to help in any way they could after seeing Kotatar and his friends. Then, as Kotatar reached out to Menyar Ag, the leader of the Githzerai, who has been missing, there was a huge earthquake and cracks in the ground began to open up, and one crack took Nira and David as they fell through. And while this is happening, Kotatar got a message from Menyar Ag that said, Alseta is here. And that was all that he got. And after some back and forth, everyone jumped into this crack, and the anarchs warned them that they have to seal the crack. There will be no way coming back from this part. From this way, it's going to be impossible to come back. And you guys are all falling in the darkness. We have Kotatar on the back of a rotting bird, David, and Reginald is a giant holding on to Sanleon, and Silva is holding on to Nira as they pop in and out of existence here and there and there and there. From wild magic, they find themselves literally, they could probably use a constitution saving throw because it is like being in a whirlwind. But everybody's falling in darkness. What would you guys like to do?
What can I see as I'm holding on to Sanleon?
Darkness. You want to take a perception check?
Oh yeah.
The indignity of this all. You can loosen your grip a bit.
Okay, I've got you, Sanleon.
No. You don't have to have me. I am perfectly fine on my own, falling into the abyss. Thank you very much.
You just hear "Ah!" as Nira and Silva zip by.
16 plus numbers. 16 plus 18. Perception.
All right, you are hearing the chaos of Silva and Nira going, oh, cheeseburgers, and just falling. So you can hear them as
I
you're
can't believe how
falling.
good your Nira is. I just can't believe how good it is.
Do you have dark vision, Reginald?
I'm pretty sure I do, as an elf of some variety.
Okay.
Gotta remember where
You-
that
You're
is.
not a human.
Yes,
Yes.
60 feet. Yeah.
You can see in your dark vision, which I believe gives you kind of a grayscale look for at least 60 feet. You can see Kotatar, and he's on a bird, and they're falling. The bird is not trying to fly. The bird is falling. What would you like to do?
I'm so tempted to say fastball special right now.
Do not. Don't. Throw me, Reginald, or we'll be talking about this later.
So Leon, ideas.
Ideas. Well, we can see them, so that's a start. I'd say so long as we keep visual on them, it should be fine. I think that Kotatar and... Oh, God, that looks like a flesh bird. Oh, that's certainly David. Oh, God. Why the nose? I think that they should be okay by themselves. What we really need to be looking for, Reginald, is Nira and... Where is Silva?
I can hear some shouting. Cheese.
Why are you yelling
cheese, something,
cheeseburgers?
Oh,
Wait, was that to the left of it? No, the right. Where? What the devil?
Reginald, roll me a D100.
oh, I don't like that. $13.
All right, 13. Make... Oh. Oh no.
Oh, what have you done?
Great.
What have you done?
Great.
This is awful. As you're looking down and you call out, suddenly, for some reason, you speak words that you don't quite understand, and poof, this orb around you appears. It's almost like a shimmery, invisible orb, and you are suddenly confused. And everyone in this orb is very confused too. You have cast confusion on yourself.
So San Leon and myself are
shit,
confused.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so bad.
Wait, is that all of us?
No, it's just the
No,
two.
okay.
San Leon. So
God.
so I'm gonna look up the exact
Yep.
confusion.
So I don't know about you, but I really like raisins. Why
are we going
Raisins again, huh?
Where am I? Who are you?
Something's wrong.
Wait, you're.
Okay.
Are you my brother? You look like my brother. Hi.
Am I?
I'm gonna give you guys a chance with a wisdom saving throw to try to surpass this
This-
wild magic.
Wisdom saving
boy.
throw. My best stat.
Send
Oh,
that-
it's not bad. It's just not good. Wisdom saving throw. Let's see. 13.
Okay, Reginald.
That's a mighty 2.
Both of you need to roll d10s.
Oh, jeez.
That's a
Why?
3.
Okay.
That's a 3.
Both 3s.
You guys are falling, and through your confusion, you cannot move or take actions. You're falling. We're gonna give that.
I feel.
We're not gonna be an initiative, so I'm only gonna give it like a time limit, but and I'll give you a chance to roll again.
We're just falling?
They're
We're
Do I see this as I'm...
falling.
falling. So the order in which it
falling.
is Nira and Silva are falling the furthest right now, followed by Kotatar and David, and then you have Reginald and San Leon. So you guys are kind of in this tier of you guys are all falling at almost an
They're
equal
gonna-
distance.
They might crash into me. Great.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a
Reginald is a
bird.
giant.
That's a weird looking bird.
I think if I can see that they're just free falling and not moving at all, then I will let go of Nira. But
Okay.
yeah,
You're letting go of Nira. Instantly, you find yourself no longer being teleported 5 feet in every direction. You are now solid again. And if you can fly, so whatever you'd like to do.
yeah. I just look for the first person closest to me and try to grab them.
Okay, you're gonna be grabbing Kotatar.
Okay.
Cool.
Uh,
So, as that happens, and he's realizing that like they're not like they're beginning to free fall. David, dive now! And he's gonna have David dive right after Silva, and then reach out and try and grab a hold of Silva.
Okay. I'm gonna Silva, just give me a quick acrobatics check. And David's gonna do the same. Okay.
Can I give him advantage since I'm trying to guide him, and as well as I'm hasted? If that helps
yeah.
anything?
Yeah.
oh boy.
What'd you get, Silva?
It's not great, friends. That's a 7.
It's okay, because with the advantage, David got like a 19 plus whatever his modifier is. I don't know right away.
So if Lee's not here, David performs incredibly.
Perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Hey,
You see,
in David's
I love you.
defense, he's been rolling pretty well last
he's
week.
been okay. You see this bird not say anything, but the wings kind of go into like a formation of like a bullet trying to speed up. And as he does that, you can reach out your hand and grab for Silva. And you guys connect.
Perfect. I'll like use that extra boost to just like swing myself on. If
All right, perfect.
David's
Yep.
back is-
I'll give it to you. It's the rule of cool. All right.
Where's everybody else?
Let me get another. Actually, Reginald, Sunleon, give me more wisdom saving throws.
Yeah,
See if you
sure.
can
While
break
that's
out of this.
happening, I'm like, Reginald, we're free falling.
Have I ever told you how much I love you, man? I love you.
No, not one of those.
Yes,
not
you
that.
have a lot
No.
of times.
Don't vomit. Don't vomit. Please, Celion, don't vomit.
What'd you
I
get?
rolled a 2 for a 3.
Okay.
18.
Okay, Reginald, you're able to break out of this confusion. You are falling. You're holding on to a very confused Sanleon. And in front of you, you see yourself getting closer and closer to this giant bird.
Why
Hang
are
on.
my teeth so pointy?
Celion, wake up.
They're so pointy.
They're lovely and pointy. They're pointy. Come, Celion, come on. Focus.
On where?
Yeah, never mind. And I'll just grab hold of him and try to go towards what I see.
Okay. Are you
Yeah.
trying to
Ooh.
speed yourself up?
Yes.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
I would have
put
had
it-
David pull out of the dive when we.
Okay,
grabbed
so
Silva.
he's diving and then
Oh,
opens his wings like a parachute, and you guys slow down. What did you get, Reginald?
that'll be a critical fail.
Great.
So as David opens up like a parachute, very beautifully done, kind of creating this very smooth motion that slows you guys all down. Boom! You get pile drived by a giant, and you guys are now spinning out of control through this
Jesus.
darkness. But at least you're all together, right?
Sure.
And here's John Cena.
Off the top rope, brother.
Okay, out of nowhere.
You guys fall. I need no, I don't need anything. You guys fall for what seems like a very long time. And then you see ahead of you, below you, above you, you're not sure, a very mirrored plane. And
Oh, damn.
you're suddenly through this mercury type mirror substance that sucks you in, and then you are standing on an endless mirrored plane. It is very foggy, and that is all you can see.
I remember this.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Everyone?
No, just Sanleon.
Oh.
I rolled a 4.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Dear.
So are we? So we're standing.
You are standing on a mirrored plane. The substance below you is maybe an inch thick, and it's kind of a mercury feeling as it's underneath your feet. And it is foggy, as far as you can see.
All right, I go out of giant form, and try to rouse Sanleon. Hey, Sanleon.
Sanleon, you can give me
Does that
another
mean-
wisdom saving throw.
It's okay. I got you.
You got this.
That's a dirty 20.
There you go. He knocks you out of it.
Oh, gods! What? Where? Oh, fuck! Not back here.
It's okay. Sanleon, look at me. It's okay. We're safe.
Okay. This is. Do you know? This is the same. This is Shit. We've been here before.
Yes, it does look very familiar.
Is anyone else not buying it?
We fell down a hole, and then you grabbed me. And
Yes, we had a lovely conversation about raisins and all kinds of things, but
reasons? What?
Kotatar, give me a perception check. And you can use your eyes. Your eyes of eagle.
27.
You do not see David. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You do not see Nira. You know Nira and her broom are not here with you. But you do see David, no longer in bird form. He is still rotting and decomposing his skin, but he looks like he is in like a deep sleep. And he is floating in like a bubble. And you have seen this before. This is the magic of limbo. When someone needs to heal, they can take the power of limbo and their mind to basically incubate themselves so they can heal. You don't know how David knows how to do this. You know that he is becoming more and more one with limbo. It might just be out of instinct that he did this, but he is now floating in a bubble, trying to incubate and heal. And he'll follow you. The bubble will stay with you.
Will surprise us.
What is What is happening to? Is that going to happen to us? Kotatar,
Yeah.
I don't want to turn into a prune.
I think you'll be all right. I
Is
think
he
this is
kind of
something.
Going to be all right.
Yeah, his skin's sloughing off.
I think so. Though I would call myself an expert on anything in particular Druidic, but I call it a hunch.
I trust
Seems
you
to
on
be on
that.
purpose.
Okay.
It's too quiet here.
You do realize where we are, yes?
That's why I don't buy it.
what do you mean?
Call
Don't
it
buy it?
illusion. Cause. The entire time we've been here, we've been able to, through our abilities, fly. Our intellect, I should say, fly, teleport long distances. Then suddenly we fall into a what I would call, at least for me, a familiar void, and then suddenly we just break through unexpectedly. I don't buy it.
Are you saying that? Are you implying that we've been in a nightmare the entire time?
Perhaps I have.
How do we even know what's real ever then?
I think
You can't trust
there are
what's
tells.
around you. You trust what you know.
Mm.
I know you three exist. 4, including David. Let's start there.
Where's Pinky? Where's...
One crisis
Right,
at a
that's-
time.
Yes.
Again? All right, but
Where is Nira? Yes. Where is Nira?
That's why it was too quiet.
one thing at a time.
I could. Yes, I
It's been
could.
3 times now, and Nira always appears. It'll be all right.
I could hear myself think. Yes.
Everyone give me perception checks.
I'm sure she'll be okay. 4.
24.
Say
19.
Natural 20.
Yay!
Ooh.
Everyone except for Silva, you look off into the distance through the fog, and you can see figures silhouetted.
How many?
6.
Oh dear. I think this looks familiar as well.
Yes, doesn't it just?
Is this our reflections again?
Oh, you remember that place where Samion told us to close our eyes and we walked forward?
Yes.
I was just bullshitting at that time. I'm surprised it worked. But yes.
Really? I thought that was a brilliant piece of strategy. You were bullshitting.
To be fair, most
it
of
was
the-
strategy, absolutely.
Most of the way
Oh,
that
yes,
we've
I believe
resolved. To be fair, most of the way that we've resolved obstacles involves bullshit in this way.
Yes. Creative thinking, I think it's called.
It's almost like
intuition.
we're misfits.
What?
The word I've heard being battered around.
I prefer the, term rogue or vagabond or, dashing. But misfit could fit, I suppose.
So we're back in the nightmare realm?
It would appear so.
Okay. Should we just walk towards the figures and do what we did last time?
Before I decide to shoot
Look.
something, please.
Can we?
It seems too easy, but we can try it.
Can we? Can someone carry David?
He's fine.
You see, actually, Kier pops up. Hi, right here, at your service. I got this. Come on. And he does a thorn whip, and it kind of wraps around through the bubble on David's leg, and now David's kind of floating like a balloon. And Kier will follow you guys.
Nifty. I like it.
Good work, Kia.
Waited to save the day, Kia.
So you guys begin to walk forward towards these figures, yes?
As he starts
Yes.
walking, Goldberg kind of closes his eyes for a second, focusing on the dark void, the golden eyes, the bird wings that he saw essentially just moments ago. So not only are you frustrating endlessly, you're also incredibly boring.
You just say that out loud?
Nope, he says it in his mind,
Okay.
focusing on that image.
Okay. Okay. Nothing happens. You guys are
Doesn't
now
bother him one bit.
you guys are now getting closer and closer to these figures. They are still silhouetted through the fog. What would you like to do?
One thing before we continue forward, to kind of stop everyone for a second. Shortly before that happened, I think San Leon and probably Reginald, you saw me sort of focus, and he'll describe the image and the conversation like entirely. So just keep that in mind and stay close.
Kotatar, I have no idea what's going on. But I
Also
trust you.
different than
And
any other time.
going back to my epiphany, I've, as I mentioned, don't think I'm cut out for this leader material. So you lead the way.
He kind of looks at you with a bit of a. He pretty much only wears a frown, but it's got like an air of like puzzle, like to it this time, and just kind of nods and heads forward.
As you get.
As we're...
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. As we're walking forward, I'm like, so, do I still call you Bellagamba, or is this something you're changing?
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that, Sanleon. But yes,
Your
Bellagamba.
name shorter.
Bellagamba is still fine. I think I will drop the Marquis though. But I mean, that's still paperwork to be done there, and lots of discussions to be had. So we'll get there.
Did you just say that
Or
you were
separate.
dropping the Marquis? So when you introduce yourself, it's just Reginald Bellagamba.
Yes, that is the plan. Yes.
Well, it's certainly more sharp and to the point.
It is. It's just going to be strange not hearing you talk for so long after introducing yourself.
Well, think about all the time I'll save in my life. I mean, all those extra 2 to 3 seconds, and you just times that by the amount of times I say it, and woof, I'll have time to take up knitting, maybe, Kotatar.
You introduce yourself a lot, so you're going to have years put back onto your life.
That's what I was thinking.
Dropping your family is added
Anyway.
years onto your life. Makes sense.
Yes, I like the way you put it, Silva. Yes.
Yeah.
I'd high five you, but I think we're about up to these creatures or whomever.
Everyone, give me history checks.
Ooh.
I wonder if I'm good at that.
It's not a mini
11.
game for sure.
11.
17?
9.
Not one again.
2 critical fails.
Okay.
Dice jail.
Silva.
Is my DC less because I'm very old?
Wait, what?
I'm quite old
Not in
too.
this case. Not in this
Eladrin's
case.
lived a long time.
Yes. For some reason, I thought you said AC, and I'm like, well, dude, if you're really old, maybe your AC should be lower.
I can dodge.
Sorry. So, Silva, you were the only one to notice this. Actually, I would say remember this. But you remember very distinctly last time you guys were here in this place. When you walked forward, the figures walked forward towards you. That is not happening this time.
Hold on.
Yes, what?
It's not mirroring us at this time.
Oh, that's a good point. Are you mirroring us?
You get no response.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that's different.
Shall we attempt to walk around?
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel like something's going to stop us, but we could try.
You keep saying that and it makes me nervous. Let's try it.
Why not? But maybe we should, just be ready with our weapons, just in case. They're not mirroring us, so... It might be
Would you like
good
to all be on one side, or should we go 2 on one and 2 on the other?
Let's just
No, we should stick
go
together. I
together.
think.
All right.
Just because of that
Problems
nat one,
arise
I'm
when
like,
you
what's going on? What are we doing?
Just follow us.
Yes, just follow us, Reginald.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a follower now. I'm following.
Kotatar will start guiding towards the right.
Okay. So you guys begin to curve and kind of banana around these figures, and as you get closer, you get to see through the fog you see yourselves. But it's not yourselves. It's you as you were last time you were here. You all have changed in the time that you've been gone. But these figures are of the past, and they stand there motionless, frozen, almost as if, well, almost as if it's a video game that's been turned off, and they are just waiting to be told to do something.
This doesn't feel like the mirror realm anymore.
Maybe. I just.
What?
Oh, that hurt my mind. A lot of things. Maybe. Oh my goodness. So you know how we killed the Nightmare King?
Yeah.
Maybe the power, if the Nightmare King's still alive, maybe the power has dwindled so much that they're no longer omnipotent.
I don't know what that means.
You know when... Okay, so like a god or a deity, something divine or insidiously divine, can see everything within their realm, I think, something along that line, and control it, yes? Maybe the power is lessened, so it's not everywhere at once. And so these things are like not working. I know it's far-fetched, but maybe.
Like there's nobody creating the nightmares all at the same time. It's just different scenes that they can control.
Potentially.
Abandoned.
Potentially. Abandoned, yes, that's a good word for it.
Oh.
Or
A scene, a play that's no longer being maintained on stage.
or do we leave something of ourselves here?
Possibly.
Or is
In the
Kotatar right, and this is all an illusion?
Could be. Well, I suppose we can keep walking if they're not doing anything, yes?
Let's just see what happens.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Lead the way, Kotatar.
He does.
All right. You banana around, kind of keeping your front to them as you come around, and they don't move. They just stand there. And you guys pass them and continue on.
There's nothing to walk towards, is there?
Last time there was.
Is there now?
Well, it's not a given, but perhaps.
What if this is a snapshot in time sort of thing and we have to like pilot our own bodies? Like maybe this is the avatar and we're the spirits sort of thing and we have to, I don't know.
We don't even know if
I look
these
down at
things
myself.
are
Do I look any
important.
different?
Hmm?
Do I look any different if I look down? Like at my hands, at...
You look as you do now, as you have in Limbo. You do not look like your old self that you saw behind you.
Do you want to try it? Shall we try that?
Yeah. I think this is a really bad idea, but I mean, we just gotta try it.
Why do you think that they are important
We're full of
at
bad
all?
ideas.
We're so full of bad ideas. Okay. What did you say, Kotar?
Yes. One second. Why do we think that they're important at all? Last time they were inhibiting us. We moved past them, we moved forward, we found what was next.
I just don't really know what we're supposed to move toward right now. Maybe
Why
there's
turn
some
around
kind of
and interact at
portal.
all?
I don't know.
Are we dreaming?
Give me a second.
Could this all be a
I can
dream?
check.
Okay.
Between so, Hope, a question. Between would you say that we've had a short rest between the time that I looked into the pond and now?
I will allow you to say your goodbye with Makiak could be considered an hour rest.
Okay. Then in that case, I will use my detect portal ability.
The tadpole ability.
You
Too soon.
you do not detect any portals within a mile.
Certainly no portals, at least.
Okay, then I'm just overthinking it. Where should we go?
Forward.
Who's got the best eyes? Look
Not
as
me.
far as you can and see if you can see anything.
Oh, correct me if I'm wrong, but last time we saw like a mountain, right?
You saw. Yeah, you did. You saw like a mountain or some sort of thing in the distance, tall and dark.
Mhm.
You don't see it this time.
I'm starting to think that maybe these figures are our way out somehow.
Kotatar, give me a perception check.
I was about to do something. Oh yeah, that's real good. 28.
Were you
Wow.
about to do something?
Yeah, I was about to shoot an arrow into the darkness.
Okay, you want to do that, or would you like to use your perception? I'll let you
Oh,
choose.
I a little bit of both actually. Like he's gonna knock an arrow and looking forward, so he would have seen stuff allegedly,
It
perhaps.
wasn't 28, you know, like you.
That's
pull,
right.
you pull your bow and arrow, and as you're pulling it, you're looking down, and you see ripples in the mirror. And this seems familiar. So the way that you shoot is you shoot towards the ripples.
Which are below me.
So the ripples, you shoot towards the direction in which the ripples are coming.
Oh, sorry. Okay, got it. Yeah. And okay, so like as I'm like maybe just like deciding
Yeah.
where I want to shoot, that I notice the ripples and I fire the arrow.
Yeah. Okay. Give me an attack roll.
So I got a question. That inspiration that you said earlier that I had, was that for real or was you
That
just
was
joking?
for real.
All right, well, we're using it, baby, because that was a natural 2. Oh man, that's way better. That's a 26.
Boom. You feel or hear your arrow hit wood.
That is odd. How far out? Like all the ripples, I guess.
How far does
Wood.
your arrow reach?
Well, 150 by and then up to 600 with disadvantage.
Okay, it's about 90 feet away.
Would you say, based off of that information, that the total distance from where we were last time to the said mountain was much longer than that?
Yeah, this mountain or this dark thing you saw was so far in the distance. This
Like
is something...
like several thousand feet at least, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
What was that sound? What did you just hit?
Sounds like wood. Perhaps this is similar to, what did you call him? Pocket plane?
A dimension? Demi something?
He'll start to follow me. He'll start to walk over to where his arrow is
All right.
stuck on the wall and he'll point out the ripples as they walk.
You begin
Stuck in
to
a
walk.
wall?
And as you follow that sound, you hear a bell. It's eerie, but it is a bell you recognize. As the fog begins to clear, you see a giant ship with a rubber duck at the mast.
Ah.
I didn't consider that I shot the ship.
You shot the
I
ship.
know.
Consider that. I didn't consider that at all. I should have immediately. That's really funny. And he just goes, well, that was the next step, I suppose.
Yep. Do we see our old friends on this ship?
You don't see anything. Any movement, any people. You just see this ship sitting there.
That feels so wrong.
It is eerily quiet, other than this bell on top of the on the ship. Just ding, ding, as the ship kind of rocks back and forth in the water.
We took this ship. We took this ship to
We did.
like an island, right?
There was
Okay, and then I just start running up to this ship
Yeah.
and try to climb whatever.
Yeah. There's
hang
a
off.
there's a rope ladder that you recognize hanging off the side. And you climb. And Sanleon, as you get up there, you almost feel it's that same feeling of being in like an abandoned amusement park.
I was just about to say, this is what it feels like.
Are you all coming?
I just haven't
Yeah,
very. Yeah.
Under my breath, I just say, "This is weird." I'm going to try and take the mast. I think that. I think as I'm climbing on, because I was like half like up, and now I'm climbing properly on. I think that this is all frozen, but maybe we have to reenact to a degree where we're going to get out. So I'm going to take the mast.
I'll go to
Or
the
the
helm.
helm, sorry. That
Oh.
one. I don't know boats.
I'm
I just start
I'm
walking.
gonna I'm gonna search everywhere underneath in the cabin. Yeah,
Okay.
whatever
I'll
the
go
word
to
is.
the crow's nest.
Okay. Silva goes to Cronus. Kotatar, what do you do?
He just doesn't buy any of it. He'll hop on the ship and wherever it's he's gonna look for more ripples.
Give me your
Kinda
perception
near
check.
kind of near the forward portion.
Okay.
Not 20.
Nice.
That's a 29.
There are no other ripples except for the ones that emanate from this rocking ship.
So on all around it, like almost like it's covered in these. Okay. What is it? He like noticing that. Somebody else can also do stuff, obviously. He's gonna place a hand on where the ripples are, just like trying to get like a consistency feel on them.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Are you down or you're on the boat?
I'm on the boat.
Okay, sorry. What was your question that you were looking for?
Initially, I was looking for more ripples. Like if there
Right.
was like ripples in like in the distance or anything, essentially to use video game logic, any interactive things over here.
Yeah, so to iterate, yeah, there are no ripples anywhere except for the ones that are below, like in the mirrored plane down below, where it ripples out from the way the ship kind of rocks back and
Okay,
forth.
so not the physical, like
Right.
not around the wood. Okay, cool. No,
Yeah.
Then
Here's a weird
in that
thought.
case, no,
I'm
go
so
ahead.
sorry
Go
to
ahead.
interrupt.
All good.
Here's a weird thought, I yell from above. Is there any way when you're in like a mirror realm to be on the other side of the mirror? Would that look like this?
Are you suggesting that we're on the dead side or something?
Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. I'm not very good at this stuff, but I'm just throwing some things out there.
That's
Well,
how
we
we
might
figured
as well
everything
try
else
it
out.
sooner rather than later. But I thought possibly Are the sails down or up?
They're up.
Could one of you, I don't know, prime the sails or whatever the thing is that you do with ships?
Hoist them.
Hoist the petard.
Hoist? What a silly word.
Hoist.
Yes, hoist.
Okay, sure. I
Why
will.
is common always the worst? He just
I
gonna
know.
hear from the bottom.
Dreadful. And then I say like, hoist translates to, and then I say it in infernal.
Reginald,
Yes.
you're down below searching. You just see barrels and boxes of, supplies and goods. But you do see a table, and there is a little lit candle. And on the table is a book.
I will go over and read the book.
Give me a history check.
Wicked smart.
11.
Hopefully it's not cursed.
That would be
Could
really
just
funny
be
though.
silly. Yeah.
History 14.
You recognize this book as something that Nira used to have.
Okay.
When did she leave it here? When we were last here, she left it here?
Can't say. You were not present when this sort of thing, when what happened. So you don't know. But you do recognize it as something that Nira used to have.
I'll take it and run out and say, guys, Nira's book.
Huh? What
Look.
book is that? I don't remember that.
Look.
And
Is Nira-
sadly, the only people who remember this are gone today.
Are David and Nira. Yep.
I'll flip through it. Does anything make sense?
It's mostly empty, except for you see that there is a torn page. There's a page torn out of it.
Interesting. I don't think. Does anyone else want to have a look? I don't think we'll get anything useful from this, but
I don't know. I don't even remember that book, to be honest.
definitely Nira's book. Nira wouldn't be trapped in the book, would she?
Maybe the book has some hidden compartment or something. I have an idea, and it's dumb, and I'm going to try it.
You always have the best.
Give me the book.
There you go.
Thank you. I'll be right back. And I just kind of go to the ladder and start climbing down the ladder. Well, here goes nothing. And I hold out the book and try and see if there's any reflection, in the reflection on the pool up to the pages and see if there's anything weird on the book.
Ooh, good idea.
You see words written almost as if it was written by a child. Just say, "We'll see you soon."
There is something in the book, and I try and turn some pages.
Nothing else.
There's something written in like very crude writing, like a child wrote it, saying, "We'll see you soon." Wasn't there a child on this boat? Like
Yeah, there's
Yes.
a
I
kid.
don't know. We had like a kid.
Yeah,
or
so it was a
something.
child. Are you sure it's not Nira's handwriting? It is quite crude.
No, I've seen Nira's hand. It's actually quite eloquent. I mean, Nira writes books, so you'd think. I climb back up. So it seems now there may be clues in the reflections. So we should keep an eye. If we see anything, we should possibly keep an eye on the reflections below for clues, possibly.
Yeah, Kotatar is like, it's like like when you're like if you ever been on a ship, you look down at the water, and then suddenly you're like, oh shit, I've been looking at the water for like 5 minutes. That's how fucking focused he is. Sort of just like almost like on like security duty. He's just like looking around.
Okay.
Arrow's still knocked.
You guys are on a ship. What would you like to do?
Let's just do the thing. I'm going to go to the helm and start being like, what direction did we go in last time?
That direction. And he points in the direction he thinks is the right direction.
Are you just pointing in a direction, Reginald?
I'm pointing in a direction, yes.
And you think, and you remember definitively that was the direction we went last time?
Definitively 85%.
Can I get a
Why are you
corroborative confirmation that that might very well be the direction we should go in?
San Leon, give me a
Kotatar,
D4.
Silva.
Actually, yeah, Reginald and San Leon. Give me a
what?
D4.
Oh dear.
D4. I got a 4.
I got a 3.
San Leon, you believe through your memory that he is generally on the right track. You think that the direction he's pointing could be very close, if, you know, close enough to the way that you guys went.
Okay, well, let's try it, and hopefully this fucking boat moves. I hoist the sails.
I got it.
Hoist. Hoist.
Silva, what do? You,
I'll go down to the sides of the boat, climbing down from the crow's nest, undo some of the ropes that hold the sails down,
Yeah.
and I'll start feeding it through.
and the sails just go pfft, and they fill with air, and the ship begins to sail.
Oh, it's moving.
Oh, can I? Oh, I'll take.
Be static.
I will take the wheel. I'll take the wheel. My second cousin, my mother's
Really?
side, wrote a book about sailing. I'd really never tried it myself, but I've always wanted to try it. So here we go.
Are we telling?
What's
are we
their
telling
name,
figures?
Reginald?
My second cousin.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, his name was Barry.
Barry doesn't
Barry.
exist, right?
Insight check. Insight check.
That check.
Insight check.
All right, give me an insight check. you guys.
Definitely.
Silva
Oh, cool.
will know whether or not this is true.
Yeah.
I did not roll
rolled
well.
very low.
That was an 8.
Okay,
Yeah,
you both
I
rolled. Yeah,
rolled
you
12.
don't know whether he's telling the truth or not.
Oh, yeah, Barry. That was the one who had the sailing book on the coffee table, yeah?
yes, he did. Yes, and he had 3 legs. I don't know how he got the other leg, but
3 legs, yep.
All right. What?
Long
And the
story.
ship is sailing.
You can hold it with me if you want.
okay.
All right. You hold the left side, I'll hold the right side, and I just put one hand on it.
Kotatar
Like
will
shooting you
replace.
like a child. Like you could drive with me if you want.
You must be this tall. Kotatar will replace Silva in the crow's nest.
Okay, good. Silva's, making sure that the sails are working. We've got Reginald and San Leon up at the helm thingy. I don't know about ships either. And then Kotatar's in the crow's nest. Kotatar, give me your perception check with advantage.
24.
It's not too long before you see land. Through
Is
the
it
fog.
familiar land?
Absolutely.
I don't know if there's like a command for this, but like there's land over there.
Oh, land, hoy? Hoy is
Land
like a hoist,
ahoy!
right?
Land ahoy! Yes, I remember this
Land
from the
ahoy.
book.
That's
Boy.
what it is. Mm-hmm.
Can I? Yes. All right. We shall land, and then we shall go to. Was it? Shit! It was a cabin. A cabin. Yes, a cabin. Mm.
3 of them.
You
Cabin?
guys hit the shore and come to a stop.
Don't need the boat anymore.
And Kotatar, you're the first one to see this. There is a pile of hay and a pile of sticks and a brick
now.
cabin.
That's what you meant.
Yes, I forgot there's 3 of them.
We
there's
had to
nothing
run
for it,
towards
is there?
one.
We did. Let's do it. Let's pretend it was like a storm or something. Ah! Oh no!
Ah!
Oh, there's wind and
Oh no, David,
and
you're dying in a
debris. No.
fire.
Which one would be the one to be holed up in such
I
a
was running after
storm?
Kotatar.
The brick one. We're going to the brick one, yes? Brick?
Yes.
Okay. I open the door and just pretend to be like, oh, the wind is so battering. And I just
You should take a
clamber
bath
in.
thing.
Oh my goodness, we just made it.
Kotatar is just massaging a temple.
Yeah.
I just slap Kotatar's back as he walks in behind everyone else.
Reginald does not remember any of this because he's got a bad memory. So it's just like, all right, okay.
Don't you all remember there was a storm and everything, you know, and it was like
Yeah.
a whirlwind of, I think it was a tornado or something. I can't.
Oh, the storm. Yes, yes, of course.
Inside
Yes.
this house, there's no lights on. It is dark.
Is
looks
there
like-
a? Oh, sorry. Keep going. Sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
Is there a familiar broom somewhere in this house?
The DM doesn't remember a broom. Is this Nira's broom?
Uh-huh.
You do not see it.
Well, I don't remember what happened after we got in here.
Oh, I can tell you. Okay, so just imagine that we're all really distraught and everything's wrong, and we're all really depressed and a bit anxious. And then, if I recall, David had a wee little panicky thing, and our friends, I think, on the boat, they were like, oh, and then we were like, oh no, we should save them or something. And then we went out,
Right.
and all we got was like this cloth from a child or something.
Yes,
A dream child.
a dream child that we never saw again after that.
Although on the book it said they'd be seeing us soon, and I assume that's probably a child's handwriting. Oh shit! Does that mean they're around here?
Creepier.
There was a tornado soon after this, wasn't there?
Yes. There was. I opened the door just to check outside.
Yeah, check the weather.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The tornado didn't come until it wasn't that the 2 other buildings were already destroyed, right? They got destroyed in the tornado, right?
The tornado happened while you were still in the water.
Right.
It was trying to deter the boat.
Boat's still there?
Yep.
No tornado?
Nope.
Well, I
Quiet.
think that particular part of this little soiree has been switched off.
Can we get to a train after this?
We did. It was
Yeah.
something
Yes,
like
we
that, like
did.
some kind of
Yes.
train or whatever. Although, if I am quite honest, we're probably going to have to get the train working ourselves if it's still there. If it's anything like this boat.
Or
If
the
it's even
boat-
there, I don't know.
If I remember,
Shall we try
correct-
and look for it, I suppose?
if I remember correctly, we all had our first encounter with the Nightmare King shortly after this.
We did.
I'm looking
and
forward to
subsequently,
that.
If you know, the Nightmare King's actually there. Oh! If we're reenacting everything, Kotatar, didn't we have like a little heart-to-heart on the roof? Do you want to have one of those? No.
Sure.
Maybe carry on. Okay.
Unfortunately,
the
there's no nearest broom to mess with you.
Oh,
So we'll have to skip that
I
step.
got launched into the roof. You weren't supposed to remember that, if I recall correctly. I told you you were not supposed to talk about that, and you are. How dare you? And then I like wink.
He just turns and walks out the door.
And then under my breath, I just go, "That's the Kotatar, right now. Let's go." And then I start walking out as well. Come on, everybody. We have a trek to do.
Okay. You guys all exit out of this brick house and begin walking. You are in fog again. You are in a burnt forest.
There we go. I remember that vividly.
Everything is ashy. There's little bits of ash just falling through the sky, through the air. And you walk.
Kotatar puts away his bow, takes out his short swords. This part was not a nightmare. This was a dream come true.
Why? What happened to you? I can't quite remember. I think we talked about that. Not that bad.
We did. Had a lovely bonding time with a good old friend.
Old friend?
Was it
someone I
me?
know?
Was it me? Is this where you slapped me? I remember you slapped me.
No, this is
No.
where I shot you.
Old friends, Reginald. Like years in the past, I'm guessing, yes?
Oh, okay.
A
This is
few.
when you were afraid of being poor.
I was. Yes.
How do you feel about that now?
Look,
I think I've grown. I think my friends are more important to me now than any
good. Oh,
worldly gains. And he comes in for like a real awkward group hug.
well,
I'm sorry, he's still walking. He doesn't even see the group hug on.
Yes.
I love you guys. I love you guys, Coach. Oh, where are you going? Kotatar.
Very good, very good. We still have a thing to do, but yes, good growth. Money is nothing if you have no friends to share it with.
I'm beginning to learn that. Yes. Sincerely. Yes.
Good. Now,
No-
train. We need to look out for one.
Do you think this... Are we at the spot where this... prior to everything happening or post everything happening? Or do you think this is a reflection of everything that happened?
Well, okay, let's have a think. So, the other things are still here and the boat is still intact. They were
Yes.
not intact after we'd been here. So if I was
Yes.
to guess, this is some reflection or illusion or possibly a reset, but it's not working somehow.
But how did we get here after falling? That's what I don't understand. Unless it's all an illusion, like
Well-
Kotatar says.
If it's anything like a demi-plane, I think that's the word, or possibly, oh shit, the dreamscape,
Yes.
maybe it doesn't go away when we leave it. Maybe it just becomes inert or something,
It's not as if we just
and we're
shredded
not
or
meant to be
anything.
here again. Like it's fulfilled its purpose, and now we're here again, but we're not supposed to be. We've just accidentally stumbled on it.
But
It's a lost nightmare.
Yeah, a lost nightmare. That's a
Didn't
cool
the kid
title
say
for a
something
book.
about being a lost dream?
Yes, that's a good point, Silva.
But whose lost nightmare?
Ours.
It was ours, I think, or it was like amalgamation of different people's nightmares put into one. Like, why would the forest be a thing? Why was the boat in the ocean? It was these lost dreams inside a dreamscape that was being corrupted by the Nightmare King, possibly. I mean, the forest used to be a forest, if we remember. Oh,
Yes.
oh, the other one, the one on the train, right?
The tree.
This used to be greenery. The tree man.
Yeah. Journeywood Jones.
Journeywood Jones. Oh,
Oh, good
Oh,
old
no,
Johnnywood
no.
Jones. I liked him.
mm.
Fine
He
fellow.
was a fine fellow, yes.
He was.
Where is that train? I wonder.
Guys are moving forward.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think as we walk.
The fog, that's the word I'm looking for. The fog begins to disperse, and you find yourselves once again on or out in a field. And it's a beautiful green field, and you see train tracks. And in the distance, well, there are hills and mountains. But if you recall, there's something missing.
The train?
Where's the train?
It was on its way to us when we saw it.
Which direction was it coming from? Maybe we need to go there.
Over that way, I think.
Yeah, I remember it kind of
Let's
coming
follow the
out
train
like to
track.
the right and sort of
Yeah.
dipping
Came
down.
out to the right, dipped down through the valley.
Can't
You
believe I
guys can
remember
see Yeah, I know, right? You guys see the train tracks that lead through the valley and into a tunnel in the mountains. And that is as far as you can see, but you do not see a train.
Let's go the opposite direction, where the train came from. If I recall, it went that way.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just like the boat, like it's stationary somewhere, possibly.
Right, it's almost as if everything was frozen in time from when we first.
But we could use the boat, so potentially we can
Yeah.
get the train moving.
train.
Maybe I'm not sure. I'm not a mechanic, so I'm not entirely sure how that works. But we can try, right? We can try. Let's try.
Reginald stopped, maybe?
What?
Somebody stopped it. I don't remember who. David. David?
Nira stopped the train.
Nira.
Oh, it was Nira. Oh, yeah.
Because Nira just snaps her fingers and just fixes everything. It's
Mhm.
what I love most about her. One thing I don't get. Well, there's many things I don't get, but the primary thing I don't get. Everything seems frozen here. So if this is the Nightmare Realm, we killed the Nightmare King. But there's still nightmares happening. So is the Nightmare King actually dead? Or are these other nightmares we're having some remnants or something?
If I was to guess, let's think. And I was like, but can we'll walk this way while we think.
Yeah,
yes.
well, yes, first.
Oh yeah, we're
We're walking.
Okay.
Walking and talking.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I'm walking. Yeah, yes.
yeah, let's live in New York. Yeah, sure.
Well,
Walking it.
yeah, no, it's not New York. It's New Walk. And
Oh.
Bye.
I say, well, if you recall, Nira used a word, abdicate. Yes, it was a word used
Abdicate,
to
yes.
stop, like a king or someone doing what they do, which
give
is
up.
ruling, being like giving away the crown, stopping being royalty. Maybe the Nightmare King. I mean, yes, it was their very being, and it stopped and broke their reign over everything. Yes, but perhaps it's just changed the Nightmare King, and they are now not as powerful, perhaps. They're not a king anymore, but they are around, and they still have the same machinations, but they need to go about it in a different way.
Yes. And that was the time we rescued Nira, remember?
And
That-
of course,
the,
there
the,
was
gen- the gentleman we met.
Yes. I have
He seemed,
thoughts
he
of that.
seemed very Nightmare King-ish.
Right.
Perhaps he
Either-
worked,
either that
worked
was
for
a-
him, or perhaps he was. I
Yes.
don't. We don't know anything. I feel like
But
we
we
don't know
have
anything,
more
and
of
we
an idea
need
now.
to. I feel like we need to have a powwow with Alseta. After this.
I agree with you, Reginald. I think it would be good to get. Of course, Alseta is in trouble, though. It seems.
Yes, it seems it's
So
all bound
once-
up, isn't it? Yes.
we rescue Alseta, we need to have a conversation.
Yes.
I have a few things to get off my chest.
I imagine you do, Kotatar. Yes.
Kotatar, you see as you guys have walked in the opposite direction that the train was moving, kind of in a little crest between mountains where the train tracks kind of go through. You see the train, and it is sitting there, and it is idling. It is on, but it is not moving.
As if waiting.
As if not being used.
Kotatar, what do you
point
see?
out. Yeah.
Oh,
Found our destination, it seems.
I think we understand what's happening now, don't we? Like, properly. Yes?
Do we?
Mostly?
Not really.
Well, we need to get things moving. We need to start them up to get to the next place.
So after this
Why
place
is it?
The train.
But why is it important? Is what I'm stuck on.
Yeah, I don't know that, but I know that we're going forward, though, and I think maybe we might find out, or at least get a bit more unveiled later. Or at the very least, maybe it'll get us somewhere we need to be. I'm not sure. It's happened so many times, Kotatar. It's weird, but we've given up thinking too hardly on it.
maybe this is just a way to get out of here.
I think
Yeah,
the
it
simplest
could be.
answer is that a realm without its ruler has nothing to command it to put things in motion, and maybe this
No
is
king
what
to rule
it
over a
is.
dead realm.
It's a very good
But I think
analogy,
we're
Silva.
forgetting. All of that might be good to think about. I think we're forgetting one really important question. Why the hell
yes.
we're here again in the first place?
Yeah.
Hmm. Why here? Yes. Maybe we're attuned to it. Possibly. If this is part of the dream realm, maybe we just fell through a crack, and because we were here once, we're possibly partially attuned to this location in the dream realm.
There's
I
one
don't-
thing.
we don't know.
There's one rather large thing we haven't tried. Remember that we can cast a spell to go wherever we want. Alseta gave us that.
You are not wrong, actually. That's a good point.
Maybe
That
we
is
should
true.
try
And
that. I don't know if it's going to work in this realm, but
Not without our other two members. I mean, I'm sure they'll show up in a bit, but
Probably here somewhere, right?
yeah.
well, David's with us.
Right.
We don't know where Nira is.
Well-
Nira could be anywhere.
Nira, I think, will show up soon. But
Hmm.
I don't think we should cast any spells taking us through different planes until we have them.
Fair enough.
I agree.
Yes,
we should get this train
too
moving.
risky. Yes.
Let's see what the train is looking like.
I look at the train. Now, has San Leon... I mean, we vaguely understand the train because we've used it before. Would I need to make any kind of check to understand it, or at least recall what we tried to do
Yeah,
to get it
give me
moving
a
faster?
history check.
Okay. Does anyone else want to
I think who
size
else
it up with me?
Yeah, someone else was in the
was
engine
Nira, right?
with Nira was driving, but there were two people, I think. I think it was Kotatar. Yep. So
Yeah.
Kotatar, you can also give me a history check, trying to remember what Nira was doing. Yeah.
Nine.
I
Natural
remember.
one.
I remember what
Huh?
Nira was doing. She was just
Oh, get
going
a
smack,
natural
smack,
one?
smack.
I did.
Okay.
We've got a lot.
Here's what you both remember. Nira was just smashing buttons.
Yep.
Well, I guess it worked. I guess in a roundabout way. Let's just try it. Okay, and I climb up.
You want to start on
Okay,
one side and
right.
I'll start on the other?
What would Nira do? And I
I'll just start hitting things.
Yeah. You all start hitting things, and and you just hear this train go push forward and go, and start moving forward on the tracks.
I really can't believe that worked a second time.
Goodness, it's the what would Nira do situation, and it's just switch off brain, go pure instinct, really.
Maybe most of these are cosmetic. Can I just push a random one and see if anything happens at all?
I look at
Or
the
rockets.
buttons like closer. What are they?
Roll me a d10.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Gatling gun appears.
Oh, one.
Oh, 1? You get a
Oh,
little
God.
toot toot.
Oh.
That's adorable.
I like that one.
Well, that was kind of fun. You just keep pressing it.
The train continues through the valley and soon right into that tunnel, and it is dark for a moment as you hear the and smoke begins to fill as it has nowhere to escape, and then right out, and you guys are in a new area. Not a new area, a new field that you guys would have gone through had you not been derailed by lightning night. But nothing happens, and this, if you recall, this train will take you straight to the Nightmare King's castle.
Well, I suppose we're going there, aren't we?
Oh, so.
Oh, it's kind of nice just sitting on the train. Is there like any wind? Do we feel wind if we just stick our head
Yeah,
out?
it's just you stick out your head. The train's moving at a pretty moderate speed and can just kind of feel the air. You look around and it is just quiet and like being at a mall where the music is playing in the background, but there's no one around.
It's
I know
unsettling.
that this is.
I'll just keep pushing the button every once in a while.
Pick up the silence.
Yeah.
I know this is. Go on.
As the wind picks up, and his hair begins to sort of go all around, he'll tie it back into
Back into his braid.
and he tries not to, but like his own like frustration like betrays him, and like there's a bit of a sigh.
Do you need
What's
some
up,
help with that?
Kotatar? I mean, I know there's a lot, but what particularly right now is troubling you?
Considering what I just left, this all feels like a colossal fucking waste of my time.
I understand. This is the only way I think we can get out. I'm trying to get you out as quickly as possible so that you can get back to it.
Really funny. Makes it a great nightmare candidate for me.
You know, that's true. I want to get you, Kotatar, I want to get you back to Marquis as quickly as possible. All after this. You deserve that.
I appreciate that, but it's not on you.
I know. But as your friend, I want you to be happy, yeah?
And the train comes to a natural stop. Toot toot! Comes to a natural stop at a small little station. There's a little platform for you to get off. And what you see is a giant, empty space where the castle once stood.
Yeah, because it's smack dab in the
This is
middle
real
of our
time.
town.
Exactly.
So,
There is bits of rubble. But it's mostly empty, except for give me perception checks.
big sign saying give me perception checks.
Oh, how handy that.
Oh, how handy. He is
Oh, that's pretty good.
there is like that like anger and frustration is giving him like laser focused. Another 28.
Ooh, 18.
22 here.
16.
What'd you get, Silva?
18.
You all snap, lock on to. You guys hear a cry, a little whimper.
Does that sound like a child that we recognize?
Hello?
Everyone hear that? Anyone hear that?
Yes.
I hear it.
With your perception checks, you see sitting in the center of where the castle was a small girl wearing a black dress with black hair, and
We-
she's turned from you and she's crying.
Do we recognize this child?
The witch. Do not shoot the witch. It'll go aggro and it'll start
You
running.
do not recognize this girl.
Hey,
Careful, careful. This could be an illusion.
I have a sinking feeling, and like for some weird reason, my not spidey senses, let's say dampire senses, are kind of going off a little bit, and I look, and I see black hair and a black dress, and my memory and mind just go back to where the Nightmare King was, black hair, and a big black robe, and I just see that, and I go, in my head, I just think, maybe they have changed. Maybe not. Everyone, be careful. I have a hunch.
What's your hunch?
Well, you remember how I said if the king lost their crown,
Yes.
and they may have changed?
Oh.
Well, didn't the Nightmare King have black hair and a black robe and...
So you're thinking a proto-Nightmare King? Or Queen?
or some other entity born of, I'm not sure, but something related to it at the very least is maybe in front of us. It could just be a child, but that's just a thought that crossed my mind.
hey, kid.
Just watch Silva and just a child.
And the crying stops. And she looks over her shoulder. And there you see it. Golden eyes. Who are
You
you?
all right?
I hate being right.
We're just here, adventurers. We got lost. You look a little lost too.
Yeah. Are you friendly?
Yeah, are you?
And she stands up and kind of dusts off her dress, and she kind of just stands there and looks at you. Are you lost?
Yeah, just for now. You seem lost too.
I am lost.
Insight
help you?
check.
Go ahead.
The
Yeah, I'll
child's
join in
demeanor is creeping me out a bit. That, like, I am lost. Like, not great. 10, I think.
21.
21?
You don't really get anything off of her. You see a child standing before you with golden eyes, and she looks at you through wet cheeks from her tears.
Does she seem magical? Does she have some kind of
You do an
presence?
Arcana check.
Yeah.
Was there anything with the 21?
Nope.
Oh, I got advantage on that, luckily, because I rolled a 1 and then a nat 20.
Whoa!
Because I had advantage. I think I know which one I'll take.
Double crit.
The one.
For David. For David.
Right? Yeah, for David. That's great. God, David being the for Frodo meme. Good
Yeah.
lord. It fits because they're both short. Anyway.
There is something very magical about this girl. You're sure of it.
Careful, Silva.
Hey, can I ask a question? I just kind of lean into like Silver, and I think Reginald looks like they've.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, sure.
Are you part of a royal family or something? You look like a princess to me. As I kind of like,
As
cross my legs and sit down.
Senleon asked that question, Kotatar cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh, good one.
She says out loud, "You think I look like a princess?"
That's
And the
creepy
thought-
as fuck.
And the thought you get in your head, Kotatar, is
Or possibly, I don't know. And I just kind of click my neck. Like a king? Oh, but you would need a crown for that, wouldn't you?
You see, give me an insight check, Xanleon.
It is a pity when, certain abdications happen to those around us. Not great. It's exactly the same as a 10, but I'm just...
You do
I'm
see a
supporting at this point.
little twitch in the eye. What are you
Is it-
doing here?
I'm gonna probe deeper.
Well, to the point, what are you still doing here?
All right, what's the save?
17.
You don't get anything, and she looks directly at you. What are you doing here?
Thought you would know the answer to that.
You're all
So you wanna
going
sh-
to die.
Oh, God, that just makes me feel so much better.
You will pay for what you've done.
We aren't
Oh,
here to
no.
make things worse for you. Do you want to try to make things worse for us? We just all want to go back to our respective homes and be happy in peace.
You have taken my home from me.
Wait a
Do
minute.
not see around you. My realm is destroyed.
Hold on a second. So what? And I just kind of stand up, pop up, and go. So, you are not. You are not in the prime at all.
You don't know?
Are they like still crashed over, or are they standing up?
Standing straight up, just staring at you.
Kotatar tries to walk in a close distance and get eye level.
Okay. She doesn't flinch.
Totally fine. Just stares into the golden eyes. Can you do me a favor? Can you go ahead and just turn yourself into whatever the fuck you actually are so we can get started with this?
I would if I could.
So, your power is. Did you split? Are you lots of different things now?
Abdicated me. You
know
destroyed
personally.
me. But I am still out there. As long as my nightmares are there, I am there. And you will see, I will rebuild this land and take over everything.
So you have. You've. Interesting.
Even in this form, you're just so damn boring. I'm disappointed in you.
I see you have
Creativity
met
is
my
just not there.
champion.
Ah, I knew it.
Champion.
I-
Yes.
Shot them too.
He is still out there. He is strong. He is
Not for
me.
long.
I'd like to see you try.
Why don't you go back to crying then? You're pathetic.
So it was the champion.
Yes.
Reginald's feeling very guilty now.
I will see you very, very soon. And suddenly you feel a punch to your chest, all of you. And you're falling backwards in slow motion. And the last thing you see is her eyes and a slight smirk. And Kotatar, you hear this in your mind and you alone. See you soon. And you guys fall into darkness. Once again, falling.
Are we falling again?
Closing in. See it no longer. And you guys, Kotatar, give me a history check.
Little brat.
Oh, Celion, I hate it when you're right.
Oh, jeez, that not 19 for a 19.
Such
Nice.
a build-up.
Yep.
Hang on,
He's
I
a
have to
whizzy boy, not intelligent.
pull this up. 1 second. Kotatar, you find yourself in an area that you have only heard stories about. You find yourself... let me see if I can find the name real quick. I've got lots of notes here. You find yourself in... Not there. I have a million notes on this.
Scroll.
I'm so excited for this right now.
Anticipation.
Let's go.
You find yourself in a wasteland. A complete wasteland. You see decrepit trees and the ground is dusty and the skies are green. The clouds are green and giving a green hue to the entire land. It's almost like a desert. You see tumbleweeds and little shrubs of plants that can only survive without water. And you know, you're making a guess, because you've never been here, that you are in the lost realm of Fenimar.
Where are we?
I've never seen a sky like that before.
Would I know that, like, its relationship with Limbo, if any?
Yes. You would know that this is where people who are lost in Limbo go. People who do not have a way to get out of Limbo, this is where they end up. And you know that this can also be a passageway to the two rivers, the river of life and the river of death.
Where are we? What is this?
So he'll, I mean, they're all like kind of prone on the ground, so he'll stand up. Does feel familiar.
Nightmare?
And no. It's actually quite fortunate in a probably strange way to you all. But typically when one is lost in Limbo, this is where they are taken or sent to or lost to. And he'll try to, like, I guess he's typically manipulated Limbo, sort of try to reach out to whether it's raw or controlled Limbo and just see if he can interact with it.
What would you like to do?
Essentially, you said tumbleweeds, I think, earlier.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to interact with it by having it like fly up and come towards him.
You're able. You, with your mind alone, just it lifts up and comes straight to you without too much work.
Okay. Seems we are in a strange way back.
Oh.
It's perhaps likely that due to if the Anarchs created, or before I jumped, they mentioned something about fixing the crack or something like that. So it's possible that we were unable to be shunted back towards the monastery. And based off of the rules of elemental chaos, here we are.
Just a query, Kotatar. So we're in a space that is it's like a trap, I think.
No. You mean now or just a second ago?
No.
No.
No. More like desert. Like
I think we're likely in a yes.
Do we just think really hard and we can leave?
How do we get out?
Same way we got out from elsewhere. The question is, where should we go now?
We do.
I mean, we need to find Nira.
Yes, we do.
If Nira was in a similar place as us, she will probably end up here as well. With wherever she appeared to. She might already be here for all we know.
That's a good point.
That's a very good point, Silva.
What was happening to Nira? I heard your voice go all over the place.
Yeah,
and then you were here again.
We were blinking in and out of existence or something. Every time we reappeared, we were in a different spot. It was sickening. I don't know how I held my stomach, but yeah. So possibly maybe she just blinked out and then blinked back here when that crack was sealed.
Perhaps.
Well, she's going to be around here, possibly. Or, there is the doorway we can use that might just bring us all together, in a way. If Nira is around, then perhaps it will bring us together.
Sure, we've never tried it being in separate places before.
But
another idea.
Possibility. I think that would be the last thing we try. If we can't find Nira conventionally, we'll try use the doorway.
Yes.
It's taken us to her before, so.
It has.
It's also possible that because of what was happening to Nira, they never got lost to begin with. So a good place for us to try and search could be Shroklor, the great Githzerai city.
Oh, the city. Big city that we were talking about before?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know how to get there from here?
2 for 2.
The champion of portals and doorways.
Well.
We'll open a door.
Well, let's not dilly-dally. Let's try something, shall we?
Kotatar, how are you doing this?
He's visualizing the streets of Shroklor, and he's reminding himself of the massive fortress and the power that it represents, and even the safety. And he's just going to sort of visualize them there.
Okay, give me an intelligence check first.
Anyone want to guide me into all the stuff? Does anyone have that? That's here? Because I think the two people that can help me can't right now.
Yep.
We don't got anything.
Yeah, this might
I
be
can
really
hex
bad.
you.
yeah, let's make it more fun, right? Shall
I can
we?
do the opposite.
Let's hex
I can make
Limbo.
it
Limbo
work.
gets a check. I'm going to
can't
try
make it
and
better, but I can
weirdly
make it
like
worse.
imagine. I know this sounds weird, but I'm going to imagine Kotatar getting where Kotatar wants to be.
Okay. Give it to me at advantage. That was a smart move.
Went from a 10 to an 18.
Now give me a D100 roll.
Let's fucking go.
The scariest thing.
I'm not scared. I ain't never scared. Ooh, interesting. Oh, 19.
Everyone is pulled into your cloak that you imagine, again, wrapping around everyone. But this time, as you picture the safety of Shraktlor, everyone glows and everyone gets 5 temporary hit points. That's the magic.
That's great.
Nice.
That's what happened.
Thanks, Kotatar.
It's like you did an inspiring
The
speech without doing
power
that.
of belief.
Believe it.
And you guys once again are pulled and stretched through time and space. And almost like wings unfolding as that imaginary cloak comes out from you all. Kotatar, you find yourself in Shraktlor. You are in the center of the streets. There are people walking around, anarchs on all sides. You see the edge of Shraktlor floating through space. You can see the edge of Shraktlor and the limbo beyond, and almost this sheer protection energy that the anarchs are holding at bay. And everyone is trying to go about their business as best they can. But you notice there are more guards than there have ever been. Everyone is on alert. Everyone is in their armor. Everyone is ready for something that hasn't happened yet. And that is where we will end for the night.
That
Yeah.
was a good session.
Good
Good
session.
job, everybody.
Very
Thank
good
you,
session.
everybody who watched with us tonight on Twitch. Thank you to everyone who watches on YouTube. Thank you to everyone who watches on our podcast, or listens, I should say. And we will be off next week, but we do have a special roll call, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Damien?
That's right. I'm just still finalizing the details, but I'll announce
Okay.
that. Yes.
Awesome. We'll be off for the next week, but we will be back with more Limbo after that. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Long live the
everyone.
elemental plane of chaos.
My friend, I see you changed your face. My friend, what game you played today? Will you stay, roll the dice, paralyzed? My friend, will you remain behind?